How about that open?
Man, it's beautiful. Well done, sir.
How about that open?
It's pretty great. I don't even know how you created that, but do we get a sponsor or something? We can afford production like that because high end.
I got a sponsor. You clearly got the Generosity sponsor behind you, and I haven't had a damn sip of that tea that you've been holding from me.
I haven't seen a dime of the money you got on the sponsor. You blew the whole wad on producing a new intro video.
We have a new sponsor. It's a men's cologne called Taint by Souchet. It comes in a really nice glass-shaped bottle. What?
You got a shot of that, right? Show the image of the new bottle. I heard the bottle. A lot of research went into the bottle of it.
A lot of research into the bottle and development of the product. And as a matter of fact, our special guest today has been a regular customer of Taint, has been buying it by the case for years from us. So thank you already. And we have a wonderful show for you today. Do you know that?
For me?
For you. What? First of all, you are on the eve of colonoscopy, right?
Are we going to jump right into that?
It's the big news of the day.
At 4 o'clock, so right now, West Coast time, it's 5 o'clock. An hour ago, 5:02 to be exact. If an hour ago I drank 16 ounces of this concoction that it had fruit punch flavor, so it's been an hour. So I don't even know if I'm going to make this. May be a short episode, but yes, I am on the eve of my very first colonoscopy.
Please, in the comments, I don't mean to interrupt, but in the comments, we're going to take an over/under. How long do we think we have Michael Shapiro with us today before he has to go empty his bowels in the toilet? Put your comments in the comment window, and we'll see what we've got.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody comments. Nobody cares.
Oh, we've got some comments already.
So I won't be drinking Generosity during this episode like I have on the previous episodes. I have to drink all clear liquids from here on out. No food. We did go to a party last night, and I made a mistake. Do you know what mistake I made last night?
What happened?
Well, all I ate was a sweet potato because it says potatoes are okay. But there's one problem with that potato. Audience?
Go ahead.
It says, if you read the full sentence, which I tend to finish reading sentences, it says, without the skin. And yours truly ate the skins on the sweet potatoes.
Well, speaking about skin, here is the picture of Taint that we're selling. The new Little Lavender podcast sponsored by Taint by Souchet. You can find the details on the Little Lavender website.
Our guest is a user of that product, you say?
He says it burns the nostrils, but he loves it quite a bit.
It's reminding me of Anchorman. What was the stuff that those guys? He opened up the closet to get the right cologne on.
Sex Panther.
What is it? 80%. 80% of the time it works 100% of the time, or whatever.
60% of the time it works every time.
Every time. Yeah. So is it like that? Nice product, by the way. What are they giving us?
They paid for our opening.
Good enough. We
right.
Graciously accept. Thank you for the gift. What's it called again?
Taint by Souchet.
Thank you, Taint, and thank you, the company Souchet, which is vaguely familiar. Thank you very much for the contribution to our wonderful Little Lavender show.
So okay, let's just go right into the colonoscopy. Are you nervous? Are you good? What are you feeling on the eve of the tushy terror?
I'm a little uncomfortable. I'd be more uncomfortable tomorrow. I went out and I had a really fun little appearance out at Sun City Aliante today, and they're all it's a adult living community, so they have a lot of experience with it, and I had to talk about it from the stage like I do. But the point is they made me feel a lot better about what I'm about to do, and they said it's an amazing nap. And then my friend Lane was texting me, and he said it's one of the most important things that we can do for preventative. And he had a situation where because of this, he caught it, and he was no problem at all. And so that made me feel better. But yeah, I'm a little afraid of being put under. I don't like to. The drug is the thing that Michael Jackson got. He used, what is it, pro something, propofol or whatever. But it's the propofol.
Yeah.
Propofol. Jack, our drummer, reckless drummer Jack Roth said, "Hey man, you're gonna want to ask for a snooze button when you wake up because apparently it's the greatest rest ever." But I'm nervous. Hey, listen, if I don't make it through, I want everybody to know I love them, and you. Thank you very much, Patrick. Appreciate that. It's been a short friendship with you, Kevin, but hey, it's all good. But I'll be fine.
You will be fine.
Thanks for
fine. I want to suggest something, and I mean this seriously. I would like to be there with you tomorrow. I'd like to actually be in the room, and I think I should document this and bring short snippets of video back for our podcast next week. What do you think?
Look, I'm all about if people are interested in that, I would totally do that. You know, I'm gonna maybe see. I asked my wife if it was okay. If the nurse kisses me while they're violating me. That seems like that'd be a little bit better for me, I think. But I don't know if she's going to go for that. But with that, why not bring cameras in? I mean, I'm great, but I don't think we're going to have any interest in that. Nobody wants to see that procedure. I'm quite confident.
Do me a favor tonight before you go to sleep. Make sure you get some lotion, and make sure you lotion your ankles because when they put you in the stirrups, you need to. It's kind of cold and it can be a little chafing. So moisturize a little bit tonight before you go to sleep.
Mr. Stuker, have you ever had a colonoscopy?
No.
Okay, so just shut the fuck up, dude. I mean, really. No stirrups.
You're in stirrups the whole time. Actually, they have you facing the other way on all fours.
I think I'm just going to lay on my side, and then they're just going to, and then I wake up and I go, oh, okay, and that was it. And then
that's how they put you to sleep, and that's how they wake you up. But what they do when they got you the procedure is you're facing the other way, like Deliverance on all freaking fours. Is what's going on.
We're right out of it. It's enough of the colonoscopy. I'll be fine. It'll be amazing. So you and I both performed last weekend. At your show, you played keyboard for Tiffany. It's a huge pop. Yeah, and 2,000 people. I saw the photos. I couldn't be there because I was performing. But dude, what was that like for you? Yeah.
I said to Tiffany, who I didn't know until I was called to see if I was available to do this gig with her. But I said to her literally as the intro music was starting, and she was very kind and very grateful that I was available and put the time in to learn the songs. She said, I said, if the 16-year-old Kevin that was listening to you on the radio knew 40 years from now I might be sharing the stage with you and been invited to play, my mind would have been blown. So it was a really cool night. She opened for Taylor Dane. Taylor and Tiffany were both in incredible voice. They both, there's something about those artists from the 80s and even earlier, the 70s, as you and I talk about quite a bit, that you had to have the skills to be able to deliver the goods, and they both did that night. It was wonderful.
Yeah, the footage that I saw after, she sounded great. You guys, you rocked it, man. It looked like it was a good crowd. So
it was fun. How was your show at Notoriety?
The show was good. It was, we had Chris Phillips. Oh, he was on the show last week with us.
Oh, was he?
He was fantastic. I mean, he's just so fun to be on stage with. And of course, Jennifer Lynn doing the violin thing. She's going to be at Notoriety on May 2nd doing Violution, which I'm going to. I think you said you might go. I did talk to them. It's all ages. I would love for Max to come. I think Max will love it. That's May 2nd at Notoriety. So she was on our show. And we also had, of course, Nikki Scalera, who we also had on a little Lavender. We had both of those guests. Terrific. Turnout was a little, you walked out to 2,000 people, I walked out to 130 people. And I'm not complaining, 130 people is all this ego needs. But I did end up with, all these leftover lottery tickets because we bought 200 of them. And the drawing is tonight. And
everybody that was in your audience got a lottery ticket when they won it. So they have the opportunity to become 100 millionaire or more.
It was 200 million plus is tonight. And in fact, it might even be higher right now. But I ended up with all these extra tickets. So maybe it's a good thing that the turnout was a little light. I don't know. But we had a really fun show. Thanks for asking that. Hey, I was one of the 200. Oh, Diane, you were there, and it was I've got the other 70 here, so you were one of the 130 people that actually showed up for the show.
Wow, look at that! Somebody's going to win that 252 million tonight. I hope it's one of the people that were at your show.
So, what was it like for you? Different than because you're like me, producing, creating, scheduling, setting up, being sure everything. You manage the whole thing just like I do. what your gig was though is it was backlined. You learned the material and you rolled in like a rock star.
They asked me what keyboards I wanted there. I sent in a list. I showed up. There was a mix already created in some ears. I didn't have to bring anything. I left. It was wonderful.
Would you go? I know you got a lot going on. You got your new residency that's about to start. You got your summer dates with the Docksiders. Would you actually consider, like, you know, I'm sure, would you consider doing, like, if they said, hey, we want you? Well, actually, you mentioned that.
Yeah,
So
they were very kind, and they asked if I would be available, and I said I would love to. And listen, don't tell anybody in the Docksiders, but I would leave them in a heartbeat for Tiffany.
Well, your wife might be watching, and she's in the Docksiders, so I don't know.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Is this on?
Yeah, it's on.
Yeah. Okay.
You said
okay. Well,
I
said it. I can't take it back.
Yeah, you're not going to get laid in a couple of weeks, I think, after that comment. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, my friend. Hey, we have a special guest with us today, and I couldn't be more excited.
Whoa. It was no guess. We said we're going to paint, but we're not going to paint because I got a colonoscopy. I used that for so many things. You were telling me you wouldn't got us a guest? What?
I got us a guest. Not only did I get us a guest, I got us a guest.
A real guest. Wait a minute.
No, I mean, they've all been real guests, and they're not knocking anybody else that's been on the show. But this guy is somebody that I had in mind from the beginning, and I was just kind of, you know, I don't know when the right time is because he's one of us, right? Like this guy, my camera's fucking move. Look at this shit.
Is this that guy named Turtle?
No, this is his brother Froggy.
Oh.
Okay, so Brian Cross. Hold on. Brian Cross is the tour manager, production manager, front of house engineer, monitor engineer, Pro Tools, tour accountant, audio engineer for both studio and live of the Stars. When I mean of the Stars, Froggy has worked with the Doobie Brothers. He's currently the production manager of the Doobie Brothers. Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, Erica Jane, Esther Dean, Eve, Gwen Stefani, Havana Brown, Icona Pop, Adina Menzel, Lifehouse, the Pussycat Dolls, Queen Latifah, Sia, Sublime, Train, Tower of Power. I could literally go on forever about this guy. I met him, I want to say, in 2010, maybe a little around that time, and we went on a tour to Jakarta, Indonesia, with a handful of artists. And I'll let Froggy kind of comment. But ladies and gentlemen, here he is, the world famous Mr. Froggy. How are you, my friend?
Oh, sorry, I was watching that opening again.
You know what I like that about you? You're always cleaning up. You're always cleaning up after yourself. It's a good trait.
I don't think that was cleaning up what you think was cleaning up, Kevin. I think you
really
using the tissue.
Thank you for that free bottle of taint you sent over. Also,
absolutely. Hey, you've been a customer for,
but it's a good burn.
Where's the bottle, Froggy? Anything? Oh yeah, there you go.
He's been a customer from day one.
Welcome, brother. Welcome, man.
Early investor.
Yeah, right on. So that was quite a resume. He just sounded off there. So I got one question though. I want to go back. Train was in that. You said Train, right?
Yeah, obviously can't keep a job.
You got.
Yeah. No, Train early on. Multiple tours with the guys, all the way from like the Meet Virginia days, My Private Nation. I think it was the last one I did. There's Drops of Jupiter somewhere in the middle there, a little hit they had, and yeah, it was fun.
Any Charlie Colleen stories?
Oh, Charlie, yeah. I have to double check my NDAs on this one.
Yeah.
May or may not be able to share, but yes, I have toured with him.
An amazing guy, great, such a talent, a sweetheart, and
absolutely.
Yeah.
All good laughs out there.
So I said you and I met on that Diane Warren trip to Jakarta.
Yeah.
We did the Due Voce run, and Eric Benet was on that, and Griffith Frank was on that. I'm trying to remember who else might have been on that run that we did. We did the Java Jazz Fest.
Yep. Jakarta, Indonesia. Yeah. Those are the main ones on there. I know one of the Braxtons was on there before us. It was a good lineup.
I knew it was going to be a good trip when we all got on a plane at LAX to fly overnight. I think the game that we played on that 747 was, we're passing out Ambien Everybody put $100 in a pot, and the last one to fall asleep got the whole freaking deal.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You guys are mean, man. Hey, do me a
It's
favor.
fun.
Well, pull me out of the room and put me back so Froggy jumps in the middle.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's what he said.
There you go.
There you go.
Oh.
Yeah. How you feel now?
Ooh.
Ah. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh.
Obviously, you researched some of my photos from the Insta-Faceagram.
So what
That's
happened?
right.
What happened with the ambient thing? So who lost or won? However you want to word
I think we all won, technically.
it.
We seriously all won. Yeah, and I saw somebody sitting on the wing of the plane. It was amazing. There was somebody outside the plane flying on the outside. I was hallucinating.
You know, there are so many games you can play with ambient if you are listening and playing along at home. One of my favorites is you pop a couple Ambien and then a Viagra. You play Beat the Clock. You never lose.
Is this
That's awesome.
Do you really try that? I don't think so.
I'm about to.
Do it now. Yeah. Yeah. There it is. Douse it on.
Touche.
So
Sushi.
you're in Los Angeles, but you live in Wyoming. How much time are you spending away from home with this?
It all depends on the tour schedule. Usually, I average about 9 to 10 months on the road every year, pretty consistently. Some more. I know there was one year I was on the road 350 days of it between multiple artists. But I have a couple studios in LA, so pop in, see them from time to time. Out on the road, the rest of it.
And that works for parole officer?
We don't talk about that.
Sorry.
We don't. Yeah, that was that. I should have said that at the top.
Yeah.
Talk about everything here. I didn't know.
Pixelation thing, right?
So you're currently with the Doobies, right?
Yeah. One of the
second run, right?
Best. I've been with them. This is going on year 4 now. One of the best rock and roll bands live that's still out there doing it. Started with them coming out of pandemic on their 50th anniversary. Michael motherfucking McDonald rejoined the band, and we've been going strong. We have a lot of dates coming up this year. We start overseas with the Eagles for a few weeks, and we come back into our own tour, starting at the Forum in LA, and running this thing till the wheels fall off.
It's amazing. Yeah.
Love it, love it, love it.
Do you do handle accounting too? That was in your resume as well.
Yeah, it's whatever needs to be done. You need me to sweep the stage. Give me a call over there at Notoriety if you're listening. I'll come over and work.
So leaving names out. You got one short anecdote of the craziest shit you ever saw on a tour?
Oh man, yeah.
I don't know if you got one, but
how long does this podcast go?
Yeah, well, that's my short anecdote that just
Yeah. Oh man, I've seen some crazy things go on, and everyone in the news last week. Morgan Wallen throwing a chair off a bar in Nashville.
Ooh.
Rookie things to what I've seen. Let's just say I've watched TVs fly out of hotel windows, maybe in Chicago, with the band maybe being asked to leave after that happened.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen motorcycles driven into swimming pools at hotels.
I like that one.
We've had some good ones. Watched an artist throw tea kettle through the front window of his tour bus, kick holes through everything inside. Probably $100,000 damage that afternoon. Simply because he missed. So I don't know. I just work here. But it's crazy. Now we're in the world of the cell phone and stuff. The craziness is dialed back a little bit. It's still out there if you look.
I don't know. Tea kettle through the front of the bus window. That sounds very balanced to me. I mean, tea is a very passive.
Yeah, it wasn't a vodka bottle.
Right. That's what one would expect. But a tea kettle, that's like balance.
And it wasn't. And let's be clear. It wasn't a bottle of taint.
Yeah.
People hold on to those taint bottles.
I think that might have been the day his tour manager switched him from Coke to Diet Coke.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, we had a moment in Jakarta, Indonesia, where I almost had to jump over the bar and grab a cell phone away from a bartender that was taking photos in a place that he should not have been taking photos in of an artist that will be nameless.
Sometimes these artists want to go out to Bible study, and I don't blame them. You have your deities, go with it, stick with it, stay strong. And we were there to support that person.
We certainly
And
were.
that person's real private on their beliefs and everything. And yeah, he happened to jump behind the communion bar to grab that phone out of the guy's hand to say, not today.
Not on my watch.
No. That's good tour management right there. I don't know which side he's on. He's one of these. Yeah, him. Yeah, one of those. Good looking out.
It is a different world out on tour, and it's like I always felt like we're pirates, going from town to town, not R-ing, but pillaging for sure.
Yeah,
and it's and you get hooked on it. I mean, you've been doing it. So how many years have you been actually doing this?
This is year 30.
Yeah.
I started touring when I was 18.
Great story of how you started too.
Yeah,
I love that. I love that story.
I tore my knee playing football, fell back on a music scholarship to a little community college in Powell, Wyoming, town of 3,500 people. And they had a jazz festival at their college there. I was helping at the jazz festival. I was a runner. I also helped with sound. And after the show, I was driving an artist named Maynard Ferguson back to his hotel. And he's like, how long you work for the school for? I sounded great. I didn't have to ask you for anything. I'm like, well, I don't work for the school. I go to school here. And tour manager's like, you want to come on tour? Gave me his card.
Oh.
And I called my folks up. I told them about it. And being the most supportive people on the planet, they said, well, you can always go back to school. You might not always get this chance. So here's the college dropout talking to y'all right now that called him up. I'm like, hey, I'm interested. He's like, well, send me your passport. I'm like, what's a passport? And went and got a passport, sent it to him. My first professional gig was the King of Thailand's birthday party in Bangkok. And bands.
That's what happens at night when I go to the bathroom and the light's not on.
Things that you don't normally see in a small Wyoming town as an 18-year-old.
Wow.
Let's just say after that, kind of fell in love with the music business and been doing it ever since.
That's amazing. That is really so. That's a guy. Your parents gave you great advice, right? A lot of parents would have been not have supported that.
And I still go talk at a lot of the colleges back there, and I'll tell them, hey, learn stuff in school, but don't be afraid to go live your life, because those life experiences you will grow tenfold.
Yeah.
Versus reading it in a book.
Hey, Stuart Watkins says Maynard Ferguson is a Canadian hero. So is a guy by the name of Jeffrey Latimer, but we're not talking about him today.
He's an American here. I mean, Maynard Ferguson is huge. I can't believe that's your first professional gig. That's incredible. Well, you found the place you're supposed to be, obviously, and been doing it 30 years. That's incredible.
And listen, I'm here to co-sign that. I've worked with Froggy. Froggy has called me and asked me if I'd be available to do some gigs as well, which I've been very grateful for. And quite honestly, there is nobody better than this guy that we have on our podcast today. The reason his resume reads the way it is, and I've seen him in action, he is the best of the best. That's why you call Brian motherfucking Cross to do your gigs. That's why.
New merch. Yes.
New merch.
Hey, you're ripping it off. I think I saw that somewhere. Yeah. Do you know Chuck Randall?
I know the name. Yeah. I'm to that point, like if I'm not taking my, Prevagen or Ginkgo biloba every day, snorting a line of that stuff.
You're not supposed to.
I know the name.
Oh, no.
You're supposed to blow it in anally. Michael's going to learn about that tomorrow.
Oh.
By the way, gentlemen, it's rumbling. It's going.
Is it?
Wait, what's the time? What's the official time? I might have some money riding on this.
Hear it wiggle, see it tickle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Chuck Thompson's another good. There's some guys that are in your craft that really do. They love what they do, and they do a great job. You clearly love what you do, and I know that as an artist, it's so appreciative. A lot of people that go to shows, they don't understand all the inner workings and what happens and how this is a challenging business all the way around. And when you're dealing with personalities and putting out fires and multitasking,
the biggest part of it is personality management. I always say it's like Phil Jackson, how he treated both the Bulls and the Lakers. You have your talent, you draft on talent, but it's the personality management. If you can get a good team together where the personalities mesh, they will level up the lower talent side of it. That just makes it smooth sailing. Everyone works cohesively out there. So when I put together a team for a tour, I hire based on personality. You got to live with these people on the tour bus. You got to see them on your days off. you become the wife, the husband, the counselor, the sponsor, you name it. So personality wise is what pulls you through as a team.
Did you learn that?
Colonoscopy doctor.
Yeah.
Did you learn that playing football? I mean, organized sports. You can observe.
Yeah,
things. Yeah, a little bit of that might have been the seeds planted. What about the movie about the series about the Lakers? What was the guy that bought the Lakers? There was a great thing on HBO.
Yeah, Jerry Boos. Yeah.
Did you see that series that came out? It's a great. If you hadn't, it's a great series. But you see the personalities. You see the channel.
Yeah. I mean, that goes with anything. Businesses,
churches.
Yeah. Just get the personality man.
Podcast co-hosts.
Oh,
yeah,
look at this.
Thing,
Look at these two gems.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we can't stand each other. Actually, it's weird.
That's why you stuck me in the middle. I get it.
I was too close. Yeah. Not my best moment.
That's actually probably what one of the photos tomorrow is going to be like.
That's exactly right.
Actually was after I snorted Prevagen, and that's what happened. So just don't snort it anymore.
Yeah.
Just don't be frightened by the size of the hose. Okay, that's all I got to say. When they bring the hose in.
Yeah, I love hose.
It's not it's colonic where they put the hose. It's like a little tiny, very small.
No.
It's like, I bet you for an extra $20 you could get a vodka colonic.
No, it's they bring a big giant hose in the room, and you'll be fine.
We've moved on from the colonoscopy, gentlemen. We've moved on.
Do we circle?
You brought it up because you're rumbling. I don't think we moved it.
Yeah.
I said I'm rumbling. We move on. It's all about bets and sizes of cameras, and it's going to happen. I mean, come on.
The worst is if you have the full coverage insurance for that, then you get your doctor's both hands on the shoulders while he's doing it.
Well, when I did get my prostate checked, he put his finger and he's like, it feels good. And I thought that was a weird thing to say with his finger up my ass. I didn't know what he meant by that. Feels good. Everything feels good.
I went to I have a Asian doctor I see in the Los Angeles here, and every time I go get checked, he's like, tells me the exact same thing. You're just gonna feel a little prick.
Yeah, nice. Do you mind me asking how old you are?
Legally or
actual age? Yeah,
just shy of 50.
Just shy of 50. Okay. Yeah. So have you actually had a colonoscopy? No, I'm ringing it up again.
Not voluntarily. I may have had one in Jakarta.
In prison?
I did give the extra money, and I got the thumbs up, and
yeah.
So I think everything was okay. I got a free bottle of Taint.
Yeah.
Follow up on that. I highly recommend it.
Yeah.
We were back ordered for quite some time, but Froggy got the first case when it went back into production.
Yeah, it's
it was wonderful.
It's a good use.
I'll give you some tea, Kevin, when I get my bottle of Taint. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold my breath on that tea.
I'm gonna hold my breath on that Taint. I heard around it.
He's been promising me tea for 2 months already.
I haven't seen you. Actually, I have. I saw him last night.
Yeah, you probably have. Yeah, you saw me last night.
Yeah, right on.
All right, so what's on the horizon for you?
Back out.
This is great that we had him join this podcast. I mean, to have a guy of that quality and that resume to share his story and talk about some of the fun. I mean, can you see why Froggy and I have had so much fun together on the projects we've worked on?
Good people are good people, and
great people.
When you add talent and skill to that mix, and especially out on the road, it's tough. There are so many moving parts, and I've only been part of small tours. A tour when I opened for Live, when I was out with Great White. I've done Peter Murphy. I've done these tours where we're the main support, and then when I went out and did it myself, where we were the headliner, we routed and did all. But and I'm a micromanager, so I fell into all that role. But like when you have someone that's good at their job and kind, you can tell he's kind. Yes, it is. You're gonna rebuttal this. So I'm so grateful for guys like him, and I can tell right away. If I walked into a new tour and I saw him there, I would know right away. This is gonna be a fun tour.
It's amazing too because he leads with such clarity, and that's half the battle is communication and getting the information, and just like I said before, being on the road with him or being in part of his crew and seeing how he conducts his business and how he leads with calm and humor. It really is. It's paved the path of how I've done my own side of the career on that. So it's been an amazing friendship, and even cooler professionally to watch Froggy continue to kill what he does. And I'm just really happy that he was available to jump on this podcast with us today.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry I kind of startled you with that, right? I didn't tell you that he was coming.
You know what, man? One thing I've learned about hanging around you is just go with the flow, and you're going to do what you're going to do because you're a total control freak. You put that up.
See, I put it up before you even became a dick because I knew it was freaking coming.
You didn't put up when it was Kevin time. You didn't put now it's Kevin time. You know, it's like it's a one-way street here, man. You know, there you go. Well, you weren't being a dick. You were just it was Kevin time. Hey,
but I could have been being a dick because I was putting up you were being a dick.
I want to interject here. Go ahead, put it up. We promised everyone we were going to paint this episode. I'm going to take the blame for this. I didn't know that I was going to be worried about scoring and all that stuff that goes with this colonoscopy thing. So I was the one elected to say, hey, let's not paint this week. I don't know if we're going to do it next week. We have to do it. That was the premise of the show. Our inspiration, Mr. Bob Ross. Give me the picture. 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 There he is. He is the guy. A little lavender, a little flower over there. Maybe a little happy tree. Yes, it needs a happy tree. What we got to pull this off. And should we do it from your house and paint in the same room, or do we want to do it the way?
I don't think we should be in the same room ever together. We should both paint, or we could. I still like the idea. Let's figure that out, right? How about you guys leave a comment? Those of you that are listening and watching this, do you want us to paint in the same room and we just go live in one camera, or do you want us to paint separately? Either way, we're going to make paintings. We're going to put these paintings for sale on our website, and 100% of the proceeds are going to go to charities in and around Las Vegas. There's plenty of them that need the money, and we are here to be an instrument to help.
And it's a great concept that requires follow through, and you and I have fallen a little bit short on that, and I want to make a commitment that we will step up and do that. Do you have all my paint sets up? It's all set up in the garage, you know. So I need to bring in. I need to bring in some stuff and make it work. I have the paint.
You need to get a permission slip from your wife to bring it in the house.
Okay, Mister. Yeah. Okay. That's right. Yeah, I run everything by my wife. I may be the head of the house, but she's the neck. She turns me any direction she wants. Thank God she's kind.
I'm not cutting on your wife at all. I think.
Is that a Christmas jacket you're wearing?
She is the top of the food chain. What?
You're wearing a Christmas jacket.
I am. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
Oh.
You got the dancing Elvis.
That's my grandfather right there. That's Barney.
Hey, Barney.
This is for you, Kevin. Let's see how does it look like. Squeeze it. Hold on. Wait for it. I got to turn it on. Hold on. Wait. Oh, it was already on. Hold on. Wait. I can't. Oh, no. Oh.
All right. Hold on. I got one quick question for you.
This is for your jacket. Isn't he great?
It's great.
What's the thing? You got something serious to talk about?
So what about who's the next guest on your next show?
We have a show